Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Morris, and we're back with Metal Gear Solid 3 HD. And we just watched the the intro at the end of the last part, so not much has happened, if I'm honest. But yeah, now we gotta go get our backpack. Oh yeah. See, already acting like a snake. Just making my way through. Let's get up here. Oh, my recorder crashed straight after I pressed stop after that first part, so my playtime's gonna be like half an hour longer than it should be. So that's a bit annoying. Who's calling me?
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Maybe.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose
weapon from the backpack.
Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list,
What are you talking
choose
about,
the weapon
Major?
you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Got
Yep,
it.
that's right.
Open my backpack. Use
Survival
my
is
hand to
fundamental
reach
to this
in
mission.
and take the gun.
After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly.
You'll be a raving
Keep an eye
madman,
on your
Snake.
stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard.
We do this all the
Fox
time,
operating
Snake.
procedure.
Why are you asking these questions?
Can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons.
He's talking like this is the
equipment,
first
footprints,
mission he's
sweat,
been on
or
ever.
Bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me
But
your
doesn't
real
actually
name?
come in by
Are you
parachute.
going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
I love how they talk as if this is
There's
perfectly
one
normal.
more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss
No,
that
I
got the
don't
DCI's
remember.
authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret
Is this
mission.
really the time to be getting into this?
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No. I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit. A group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing
It's never
you up, you'll be
explained how
fine.
that happened.
Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah.
Brought the war to an end
I
and
can't
saved the
think of anyone
world.
else I'd rather have with me.
The details of which are
And one
lost
more
on me.
thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake,
Hey, well,
You
don't
are
say
always
that.
best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency
Okay.
is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing Virtuous mission now.
Whew. Okay. Well, that's like half an hour of intro. Or something like that. Anyway, now we can finally get into it, you know? So let's just change up the camo slightly. Alright. That's pretty much it for the whole game. I don't really change my camo that much. Tiger Stripe is usually a good all-around kind of thing to go with. Is it Tiger Stripe? What have I just put on? Yeah, Tiger Stripe. Cool. So yeah, let's. I'll explain a few things about what I want this sort of series to be like. It's going to be similar to number 1 and number 2, and that's I'm gonna at the beginning here right now. I'm going for like a no kills, no alerts, no deaths, and all that kind of stuff. But the problem with live commentary is, you know, if I get seen, kill a bunch of people, and then die, I'm not gonna do it all again. And do live commentary again because I don't like having to, you know, if I'm telling a story or if I'm like saying something like this, explaining what I'm doing, I don't like having to do it like 2, 3, 4 times over. So we're just gonna see what happens, you know. But I should be fine for a bit anyway. It's more of a story walkthrough. Which, you know, I'm assuming is fine for everyone. If you were looking for expert tips, well, you never know, there might be a couple in there. The episodes will also vary in length as well.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
Ideally 15 minutes.
Probably KGB troops sent to guard
But
Sokolov.
they could be anywhere between, you know, 10 and half an hour.
And grenades.
Depending on how many cutscenes there are, you know.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Like Predator, just cover yourself in mud and then roll around on the ground. That's how you do it. Okay, yeah, so I'm here saying that I'm going to try not to get seen, but yeah, it could happen at any point. I'll be honest. Gently does it. But yeah, I quite like Tiger Stripe. It's a good all-round one. I would recommend getting a couple of the camos. Like, the water one is pretty useful, and there's a desert one as well. And also the when you fight the end, you get the moss camouflage off him, and that's amazing. So there are a couple I'll be getting, just to make things a little easier along the way. Alright, where's that hornet's nest? Yeah! I think you get a trophy for that, don't you? Oh yeah, this game is really easy to get all the achievements / trophies. You can do it in one playthrough. And if you just put it on very easy, like right from the off, everything becomes, as you would expect, so much easier. Alrighty. Well, I think there's stuff down there, but I don't really need it. So, let's just keep moving. Already coming to the end of the second part. And then the third part will all be cutscenes, and we need to get out of this prologue bit, and then we'll get some actual gameplay going.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
God damn it.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding.
I don't know why it says inside. It's quite an open plan sort of facility, really.
Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive.
With
You
no
must not
roof.
be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Okay, well, the approach to the target will have to wait until the next part. I'm surprised I realised how long it actually was until you get a look at the timer. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching this second part of Snake Eater with Morris, and I hope you join me for the next one, guys, where stuff will probably still not happen, but, you know, we're getting into it. We got to get through all this before we get to the gameplay. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you on the next episode. See you later.